Here's Chris.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Chris Moyles Show. I'm wearing yellow today.
You are?
I was all yellow.
Very good.
It's
I like
Mellow yellow.
mellow, yeah. It's a mellow yellow.
I like to wear a T-shirt that matches the colour of my teeth.
Right, okay, nice.
Oh, yeah. If I could have found a T-shirt that looked like broken tombstones
No.
in the
Yellow's
same
very
colour,
nice.
I would have warded it.
Is that a new one?
I've worn this before.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, a couple of times.
We've talked about the colour of it before,
we
I
have
think.
actually. Is it? It's pretty green.
It is pretty green, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Even though it's yellow.
Already is good. We've only just started. It's excellent.
Well, live on Global Player, if you want to watch us now. What's that? Global Player is the official Radio X app. Here, let me teach you some things in case you don't know. If you do know, just sit back for a minute. Global Player is the official Radio X app, but Global is the name of the company that owns Radio X. And it also owns Capital and Heart and LBC and Classic FM and Gold Radio and lots of others. And you can get all the radio stations in one handy app, but you can set it so when you open it up, it goes straight away to Radio X. All right? Therefore, it's the official Radio X app. And it works everywhere in the world. And we are broadcasting now on the app to the world.
Yeah.
And if you go on holiday, it'll work in 99.8% of places on planet Earth. Some places it doesn't work.
North Korea,
I actually don't. If you're listening on the app now in North Korea, let us know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
If you can do that.
But if you can, that'll be great. And I'm going to preempt the joke already, just as someone's writing it. I'm listening in North Korea, Ben, Nottingham, right? Because that's how good our listeners are.
That's it.
So the app works really well, and you can watch us now every morning for the first half hour of the show via the app. You can also watch on your TV if you've got the Global Player app on your telly. So if you've got Sky, for example, you can do that. And we will be in your TV. Hey, let me out. Hilarious.
And again.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got one of those smart speakers like Alexa, you can link your Global Player account to your Alexa. And what does that mean? Well, it means that you say, play the Chris Moyles Show or play radio, and it'll play automatically. It's brilliant. So you just need the Global, if you've got Alexa, you need the skill, the Global Player skill, and then away you go. And it's great. And you can listen to the podcast on it, and you can listen to like yesterday's show.
Yeah.
Friday's show.
Absolutely.
You can even listen to the Saturday show if you want to, although I wouldn't recommend it. No. It's not really good.
You can't listen to tomorrow's show. That's the only thing you can't do.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Possible.
Not.
Well, you'll be able to, but not yet.
Yeah.
I've just realised when you were talking about that, I kind of waved my phone up to the camera showing Global Player.
Yeah.
But that's completely futile, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is, because if they can see you doing it,
Yeah.
You've already
exactly,
got
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll go, oh, look, here it is. No,
Yeah.
you're already on it.
It's like when I've said, every time I go to the cinema, I see an advert for the cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I go to the Everyman Cinema and they will show an advert for the Everyman Cinema. Or if I go to a View Cinema, it will show me an advert for View Cinemas.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm already here, guys.
You've got me already.
I'm already here.
You got me.
So there you go. You can listen via all your devices. We're on FM in only 2 places, London and Manchester, and then we're on digital radio.
Digital video to your smart
DAB.
speaker.
So there's no excuse to not listen to the show.
No.
You're absolutely right.
So if you know someone who doesn't listen to the show, you can get them blooming well told.
Yeah,
Thanks.
man. Tell them.
And I'm Chris Moyles. I'm the host. This is my friend Dominic Bird.
Hello
here.
there. Hi. Good morning.
This will be for a long time.
Long time.
Long time.
Long time.
Long.
When will he go off on his own and do his own thing?
Exactly.
I don't know.
I mean, who's to say? Who's to say?
We're going to have at some point the Dominic Byrne, the Dom Byrne in the show. No, hang on. What are we going to call it?
You have a think about it, then get back to us, and then work out when we talked about that. Pippa Taylor is also on the show. Her role, believe it or not, unlike America, we like women in power.
Yeah.
And Pippa Taylor is the executive producer of the Chris Moyles Show.
Yeah.
Hi.
That's right.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And you know what?
I don't believe
The
it.
fact that she's a woman, and here's a secret, doesn't really come into play at all.
No.
At all. The only time it ever really came into play was dating weird men stories, and then when she got married to a man.
That was
That's
it.
really the only time.
That's the
Yeah.
crossover,
You know,
wasn't it?
you don't really
No.
wave the women flag. So, again, if there's any American people listening, she's got the job because she's good at the job.
Yeah.
Not because she has a willy. Because she doesn't.
No, I
she
don't.
doesn't.
And by the way,
I don't.
I assumed that.
Exactly.
By the way,
Exactly. I mean, who are we
very
to
sorry.
judge? Yeah.
Not that it'd matter if I did.
It wouldn't matter at all.
But I don't.
No.
And that's
that.
Yeah, so that's that.
Although we could, if you did have a willy, we might get a bit more press. But then that's...
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Then we're going down a weird cul-de-sac there. So I'm going to reverse out of there quickly.
That's it.
Beep.
We have Phoenix, who presses all the buttons for the videos, but Phoenix is not with us.
Still unwell.
Still unwell.
Oh, get well soon, Phoenix.
So
Yeah.
Phoenix's manager has had to come in. And Phoenix's manager is doing our stuff, but also doing his own stuff. So this is...
Hold on. So Phoenix is off sick. So Phoenix has Phoenix's boss
Yes.
fill in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because-
That's power.
It is, isn't it? Fill in for me. I'm feeling a little
That's like
ropey.
me going, ringing Devo, going, oh, listen, I'm not feeling very well. I can't do the show tomorrow. You do it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Because the resource is pretty kind of sparse at the moment. So, yeah, poor old Chris got... Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Lovely Chris. There he is. I don't know.
No worries, guys.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then we have Captain Crapbeard. He's the audio producer. Well, Captain, what's your official title? I don't know if he's listening. He might be pressing buttons.
Sound designer.
Sound design. Do you like that?
With a question mark.
I don't. Audio producer's fine.
What do you prefer?
I probably prefer audio producer.
Does it say sound designer on your contract?
Yes.
We wouldn't have to change it.
I mean, it's not going to change much, is it?
I mean, the thing is, do you design the sound or do you produce the audio? Do you know what I mean?
I'd say both.
Which
Sound designer?
Yeah. Anyway, he's nicknamed Captain Crapbeard. He wasn't christened that. He was nicknamed Captain Crapbeard because he's called Chris. Can't have another Chris on the show.
Well, we've got Chris in the Fizz as well at the moment.
Oh, yeah, Chris, yeah.
He's only filling in
Yeah.
because he's the boss.
That's
Yeah.
it.
So anyway, we were going to call him Deborah, and that stuck for a little bit. And then I noticed one day, and then everybody else went, oh, yeah, you're right, Chris.
No.
That his beard is a bit rubbish. Some would say crap. And so he then became known as Captain Crapbeard, which sometimes gets shortened to Captain, but it is Captain Crapbeard. Although his name changes all the time. Recently, he's been Toby's mother lover.
That's it. Mother Lover was strong, wasn't it?
Yeah. Stepdad.
Yeah.
Because he's Toby's new stepdad.
That's it.
And then today it changed again.
Oh, is it?
Captain Mullet Head, Captain Funhouse.
Right.
Which one of those do you prefer, Captain?
Wait, sorry. Sorry. Can I just interject?
Yeah.
What? Where's does this come from?
Outside this morning when you and I were stood outside before we entered the building.
Oh, yes, but where's the mullet head come from?
Because he used to have a mullet, didn't he?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Sorry, let me explain.
Who did?
Captain and I were outside this morning. I
Right.
was having a smoke outside because I'm cool. And then Captain turned up. We're having a chat. I gave him some inside information and said, don't tell anyone, but Donald Trump is going to win the presidency. And he goes, you're joking. I've got loads of money on come out. I said, no, change that. It's going to be announced today. Anyway, Gary King, who is on Smooth Radio, comes out. I always introduce Captain to Gary King as the voice of Funhouse because Gary King used to go, it's time for Funhouse, and
did.
here's Pat Sharp.
A legend of the industry.
Anyway, Gary King thought that Chris, Captain, stood in the shadows and the darkness of Leicester Square this morning was Pat Sharp.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gary King thought that Captain Crapbeard looks like Pat Sharp.
Oh, my God. Now, have you ever been mistaken for Pat Sharp before, Captain?
No, this is a first.
This would be
Actually.
a first, wouldn't it?
Have you ever been in the same room as Pat?
I'm actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there any
Happy
evidence
birthday.
of this?
Oh, no evidence.
He's so not been compared to Pat Sharp so much that once Stevie Wonder walked into a room and pointed at Captain Crapbeard and went, all right, Captain, how are you?
Yeah.
That's how much he doesn't look like Pat Sharp.
Exactly. I'd never put you two together.
According to Gary King,
Really?
he looks a bit like Pat Sharp.
But also,
Gary should
So
know.
therefore, Captain Crabbeard today is Captain Funhouse.
what an honour, though.
Well,
Yeah.
How's the chap?
I think so.
Man,
He's a good-looking man.
Lovely face.
He is
Woo, Pat
a lovely
Sharp.
man.
It's his birthday the other day.
Ah. Happy birthday, Pat.
Happy birthday,
He keeps
Pat, man.
messaging me saying, when are we hanging out? When you've got to give me some dates. And I haven't given him any dates.
Right.
I've got to do that.
You know who else you need to hang out with at some point?
Who?
Paul Turner.
He lives in America.
I know, but he was going to come over here, wasn't it? At some point, you were going to go for a drink or something. I'm sure he was.
I've
over
got
here
to call him, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just what?
Oh.
Ian Brody.
Ian Brody from the Lightning Seeds.
And
Yeah,
Robert
and-
Carlyle
Oh, okay.
and Adam Clayton from U2.
Yeah.
There's definitely others.
It's like I'm putting off a trip to the dentist, but I'm not. I'm putting off going for a drink or dinner with
Lovely
Adam
people.
Clayton from U2, Ian from the Lightning Seeds,
Yeah.
Funhouse's very own Pat Sharp,
Begbie as well.
Begbie.
Yeah. Let's get them all out.
Someone's put Captain Crap Sharp, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Crap sharp.
Dan, thank you, Dan.
What do you prefer, Captain?
Well, I prefer my real name, but that ship has sailed.
I can call you Crapbeard if you want.
If you want to go back to your original name.
Yeah.
Well, we can't call you Longman because that name's already taken. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Chris
that
and Longman have been taken.
Yeah. That's the problem with Longman.
How's the romance going with Toby's mother?
Oh, well, I'm so glad you asked. Things are as the same as they've always been,
Perfect.
So just
That's
great.
what he means. He means perfect.
Yeah.
so non-existent.
So lovely, isn't it?
Christmas is going to be expensive for you, Captain, I imagine.
Yeah, all them kids.
Yeah.
And me.
Yeah, and Pippa.
And Pip, yeah.
I'm part of the family.
Yeah,
Don't
thanks
forg-
for
Daddy?
getting involved, Pippa.
Don't forget your stepdaughter. Is that right?
What am I?
Stepdaughter-in-law?
Yeah, stepdaughter.
Yeah, because he'd be your
Yeah.
daddy-in-law.
I hate this as much as you do, Pip. Don't worry.
Do you know what's weird though? It's weird that you two hate it because me and Dom love
this.
it.
We love it.
We love it.
Oh, it's
and the
excellent.
listeners love it. You slept in Toby's mum's bed after she punched you in the arm and insisted that you did it. I mean, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
There's not even a joke there.
No.
That's just true.
And she was absolutely delighted about it.
Oh, of course she was. You
was so
made
happy.
her day.
She was.
She's not been so happy since I don't know when. I was going to make a joke then, and I thought it might be a bit inappropriate. So I
Just
Probably.
since she was last happy.
yeah, she's not been that happy since she last had a drink.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's great that you, and also I love as well, you know, perceptions of stuff. Love is love, right?
Exactly. It doesn't see a number.
Yeah, there's an age gap there.
Yeah.
No, but you know, here's the thing, Captain. There is an age gap with you and Ingrid, but I guess like father, like stepson.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah. It's just a number, isn't it?
it all works.
Just a number.
I was
Look at-
going to say.
Look at Dominic.
Yeah.
You know, he even calls Lucy the old woman. The old bird, her
I
indoors.
didn't call her the old bird. I think I just said, as we're all getting older, it's Lucy's birthday, I think is what I said. So she's technically getting older.
The old granny, whatever
I didn't call
whatever
her
your
that.
nickname is for her. Darby and Jones, what, you know.
I do use that one, actually. That's
Yeah.
I quite like that one.
You're a very slight toy boy, aren't you? Slight toy boy?
Slight. Slight toy boy. Nothing like Captain.
No.
I'm literally...
Or Toby.
No, exactly. Or Toby. Or Toby, yes, true.
Well, anyway, it's lovely that the Captain is all loved up.
It is, actually. We're genuinely chuffed.
Toby's mum.
Thanks, guys.
Just one second. Just hold that thought there. 6:45 is the time, and you're listening to Radio X. That's the name of this radio station, Radio X. It's very important that you write it down, especially if a man or a woman, sexist, ever comes around and says, can you fill in a form about what radio station you listen to in the morning? So write it down, and don't forget that this is Radio X.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. We're going to make great, great again. Come on now, sing it.
Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man.
I had a 10-minute conversation yesterday with my friend, George, my manager. She's called George, but she's a woman.
Yes, that's it.
but she has the name George.
George.
Yeah. Anyway, George was listening to the show the other day when I was saying I was watching the Donald Trump rally, and when he goes, I'm gonna cut your taxes, I'm gonna give you all jobs, you're all gonna get free sneakers, Fish and Chip Friday for everyone, and I will make America great again. Thank you, good night. Thank you. And then he ends his rallies by playing the YMCA by the Village People, which is all about the Young Man's Christian Association, which is like a hostel.
Young man, there's no need to feel down.
Anyway, I was talking to her about this yesterday on the phone, and she goes, I heard you do this link the other day that you've been watching the Trump rallies and that he ends with Village People, YMCA, and she goes, it made me smile. I thought that was very funny.
Right.
And she goes, I didn't realise you were telling the truth.
Oh, I see.
She thought it was a joke.
Oh, yeah.
And she went, and then you played some audio on the show, which is yesterday, of the Trump, and you could hear the YMCA in the background. She's like, oh my God, that's not a joke. He really does that.
He actually does do this.
And she went, but why? I went, I don't know. It's not been explained to me.
No.
Because the words don't mean anything.
Mean nothing to do with making America great again, anything he said.
Yeah.
It's all about, it's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Yeah.
You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donald's never stayed at YMCA, has he?
No.
Let's be honest.
I know if he knows how to spell it.
No.
That's a joke. Calm down. But...
And it is a banger. We've established that, haven't we?
of course.
I mean, I was very, very close to putting it in the Platinum Hour for tomorrow. I did the Platinum Hour yesterday, and I was very close.
Would it have got past Rob?
I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, he would end his rallies by playing the YMCA.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the lyrics. There is nothing there that resonates with his campaign.
And yet it worked.
He walks out to, I'm proud to be an American, because America's great, and that, I don't know the words. And that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then ends with, thank you, good night, here's the YMCA.
Yeah.
And they don't even do the dance. They don't even do YMCA.
Yeah, that would make slightly more sense if everybody was doing that, a bit like Blockbusters back in the day.
If he'd have done that, he might have got my vote.
Right, this is it.
And he could have won.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh my God.
Hang on a second.
It's impossible to listen to it without doing the arm movements, I think.
Tricky.
It's like, I don't know how that's,
Yeah, I don't know if the YMCA is a staple of wedding discos across America. There are still things in this world where there are still things that aren't universal. So there are things that we do here in the UK that we take for granted that don't happen in other countries. Some countries maybe, but not all. Like, they don't do panto in America.
Does that not
Panto doesn't exist.
Really?
Yeah.
They love it.
That's a crime.
If you go up to an American at Christmas and they go, I'm going to the theatre tonight, and you go 200 miles away from London and still no sign of Dick, they'll go, what?
He's behind you.
Who is?
Oh.
Boo.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, no, you didn't.
It means nothing. Oh, it's great to catch up with the old stars of 70s and 80s television once a year in my local theatre.
Absolutely.
In Tunbridge Wells.
Yeah.
There's the chuckle, brother. Thank goodness he's doing okay.
Exactly.
What?
What?
Yeah, they don't know.
Gary Wilmot. They've never heard of Gary Wilmot.
In America,
Wilmot.
I don't think they have.
He's a staple of it, isn't he?
Absolute legend. Yeah.
Does Christopher Biggins mean nothing to them?
They're missing
That's
out.
tragedy.
I don't know. But but then I found out as well, not everywhere in the UK does the same things. Like Chivy Night is not a universally United Kingdom thing.
They were talking about that on Sunday brunch.
Stop it.
What's
They were talking
Chivy
about
Night?
Mischievous Night.
Mischievous Night, yeah.
Oh.
The night before Bonfire Night.
I tell you, he was talking about. Bob Mortimer was talking about it. He was on Sunday just gone, and he was talking about on the night before Halloween.
Watch
right?
Yeah, watch this. We'll do it on the text now. 83936 is the text number. Or if you're listening on Alexa, you can say, Alexa, send a comment to Radio X. And she'll say, what do you want to say? And it'll send it to the studio. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, clever, isn't it?
And it's free, I believe.
We should charge, but we don't.
So, did you have Mischievous Night where you lived? Just say yes, put your name and where you lived. And if you didn't have it, it's the night before Bonfire Night where you knock on doors and run away. If you didn't have it, just say no, put your name and where you live. Because it wasn't it wasn't all over you. You didn't have it, did
No.
you? So
No.
you were raised in...
Well, Norwich.
Well,
then
I
moved,
mean,
yeah.
You
We did have lots of things.
You couldn't even knock on doors, though.
Exactly.
Well, you can knock on a door without a thumb, couldn't you?
Actually, yeah.
Too many of them.
I was going to say, make a really loud noise. No, we did. Morning, Norwich.
I don't think we had it.
No, I've only heard of it from you, probably, talking about it.
Yeah. Used to be a big thing. And then you could be really naughty on Mischievous Night. You could throw eggs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like... I still,
Exit.
and to this day, knocking on a door and running away, it's still funny to me.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
Thunder and lightning, we used to call it. Not like thunder, run like lightning. That's what we did.
Really?
And Grand National. Did you ever do Grand National?
No, because the hedges in our street were about 8 foot high.
Okay. So we lived in a cul-de-sac on the Wirral, and we did Grand National every Friday night, go over all the hedges. It was brilliant.
Really?
There's about 20 of us.
Yeah.
I won once.
Hey, well done.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, my dad would have been livid. He'd take so much time
they
over his hedge.
Neighbours hated it.
Yeah.
Absolutely hated it. Grand National was great.
All right, let me have a look at the texts. All right, here we go. Nope, Lou from Bournemouth, but I grew up in Southampton. Yes, says Jane from John O'Groats. No, and in Finland. Ulverston says Chris, yes. No, says Rachel in the New Forest. Nigel from Hampshire says no. Gary in Warrington says yes. Craig in Glasgow says no. Sean in Scunthorpe says yes. Mark in Washington says no. Dougie in Aberystwyth says no. Gareth in North Kent says no. Jane in Scarborough says yes. Amanda in Leeds says yes. No in Surrey, never heard of it. Alison from Gloucester. So it could have just been a semi-northern thing. I don't know.
Maybe.
I think so.
Because you've got trick or treat the next... No.
No.
Hang on, no, you've already done that, haven't
Yeah,
you?
it's the night before bonfire night.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
It's a week of mischievousness.
Ali in Oldham, no. Someone said it was the night before Halloween and they Googled it. It's the night before Halloween. No, some people say it's the night before Halloween. That's not.
I thought that's what Bob was saying.
What?
Bob Morton was saying it's the night before Halloween, I think
Well-
he was saying. So the 30th of October.
What sort of things do you do?
Knock on doors, run away.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, depending upon the setup, Pippa.
Yeah.
If they had their bins out and you got some string and you tied the handle of the bin to the front door,
Right.
then you knock on the door and you run away. So when they open the door, the bins go over and they go, "Who's there?"
Got it.
That's great.
That's
good.
kind of...
And then what you do is when they put the bin back and they're gone blooming kids and they go back inside, you give it about a minute, then you do it again.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you kind of test their patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now there were worse versions of that. You know, you throw eggs at windows. I never partook
You didn't
in that.
do that one?
No, I didn't.
Very tricky to get off once it's dried. Eggs. Got to be careful.
Definitely.
I don't know.
Didn't old Matt Park Smith once have loads of eggs chucked at his house when his wife was in and it left loads of stains?
Oh,
on
really?
them?
I don't remember that.
Maybe I didn't
Oh, that's
make
not
that.
very nice.
I got the wrong house. So anyway, there you go. There's Cheevy Nights. I've got to have a word with Rob DJ, by the way. I might have to tell you this after the news. I'm worried about Rob DJ's mental health.
Is he all right, though?
I know he's not all right.
Oh, I see.
He's Rob DJ.
But normal parameters of all right.
He's a fascinating individual.
Right.
In a good way.
Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I guess.
Hi, guys.
I'm going to, remind me about that. I'll do that after the news. Rob DJ, crazy. There you are.
Okay.
All right. We got two guests on the show today. We got Nick Mohammed coming in.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, I wonder if Nick did. Nick was born in Leeds, right? I think
Yes, he is
raised
Leeds.
I think he was raised in Leeds. I'll ask Nick about if he got involved in Mischievous Night. And Paul Smith is coming on. Now, Paul Smith is not the designer.
His suits are so expensive.
No, it's not. It's not him.
Right.
Paul Smith is the comedian. And he is appeared in my life on social media.
Right.
I've never seen him do a routine.
Me
I've
neither.
only ever seen him talk to people in the audience and laugh at them.
Yeah. The first clip I watched.
And I
this
love,
morning was that, yeah.
what's your name, love? Sarah, is that your fella, is it? Is that your fella there? Is it? Good God. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, all right, kids. I've never seen him tell a joke. I've only ever seen him talk to people. And he's just announced his biggest ever show at London's O2 Arena.
Wow.
As in the main one. That's huge, isn't it?
It's fantastic.
Wow, good.
So that's who Paul Smith. You might know who he is. You might have been to see him. You might love him. But in case you just go, who's Paul? What? Paul Smith? Yeah. Then we'll speak to him later. So it's Paul and then Nick Mohammed on the show.
Yeah.
And there's the request hour with Polly James. Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry, Chris.
Come on.
Oh, she's
We almost made a full week of it. Sorry, it's a mistake on my piece of paper that we've had all week. Anyway, 6:56. Dominic has got your news next.
Chris Moyles Show.
Thanks for